Good evening from BBC London. If you're busy with just 2 days to go until Christmas, spare a thought for London's airports over this festive period. 250,000 people a day are passing through Heathrow. And today they welcomed a special guest, as Layla Hayes reports. She will soon become the new Archbishop of Canterbury. But today, Dame Sarah Mullally was visiting Heathrow in her role as Bishop of London, greeting staff, volunteers and the airport's chaplains.
So many people go through Heathrow Airport every day. So many people work here. And it's just wonderful to think that there's a multi-faith chaplaincy here in the middle of the airport. So it's been great to be able to see the amazing work they do, not just at this time of the year, but right the way throughout the year.
Over Christmas, around 250,000 people visit Heathrow each day. But among the hustle and bustle, there is also space for quiet contemplation. St George's Chapel is tucked away right next to Terminal 3. Many people don't realise, but this chapel has been here at the heart of Heathrow Airport for more than 50 years, offering emotional and practical support to both passengers and staff of all faiths. Dame Sarah was named as the next Archbishop of Canterbury after the resignation of Justin Welby and will become the first woman to be chosen for the role.
One of the people I spoke to this morning asked me the question, what does it feel like to be the first female Archbishop of Canterbury? And I suppose I said to her, there's still a bit that I'm getting my head around being the Archbishop of Canterbury. But a lot of people I meet and the letters that people have written to me say how significant it is that I am a woman.
It is a busy time for Heathrow and for the next Archbishop of Canterbury. But the airport says its chapel and prayer rooms will be open throughout the festive season for anyone who needs them. Layla Hayes, BBC London. Well, in our global city of many faiths and none, there's a rich mix of traditions and how Londoners will be celebrating. Some interfaith families have been sharing how they'll be marking Christmas.
So as a Gujarati family, my parents encouraged me to do Christmas traditions with the kids. My grandma came over. She was completely shocked at seeing a Christmas tree in our lounge. My son plugged the lights in to say, look, like Diwali, there's loads of lights, Grandma, look.
My husband is originally from a Muslim background in Iran and had never celebrated Christmas. The first year that we met, he was very excited to actually share Christmas presents that year. That's something he'd never done before. And so that's continued, obviously, to this day.
As a mixed-race, multi-faith family, we celebrate both Hanukkah and Christmas. We spend lots of time together as a family. We get everything that the British Christmas is all about, the presents and the turkey and the mince pies.
Last year, we actually had our first Christmas roast. We had all the trimmings, including roast carrots, parsnips and potatoes, just excluded the Brussels sprouts.
They're absolutely disgusting.
London's amazing because there's so many people of so many different faiths and so many different identities. Over the Christmas period, all of the schools close, but not everybody is celebrating Christmas. It's more like the festivities of togetherness.
Okay, just 2 sleeps to go until you may be wearing a paper crown and perhaps laughing or groaning at a joke from your Christmas cracker. But ever wondered how the jokes are chosen? Stephen Menon has been finding out, and also why they could be an important part of the festivities.
I think what's special about Christmas and crackers, you might have 3 generations around the table, so you want it to be something that brings the 8-year-old together with the 80-year-old. You want us to lean over the table and say, share my cracker.
Why was the snowman rummaging through a bag of carrots?
Don't know.
He was picking his nose.
Here at Talking Tables in Lambeth, the team are already turning their attention to their Christmas crackers for 2027.
How does the moon cut his hair? Eclipse it.
When you construct that, it's a simple, snappy, in our case, quite a wholesome, potentially nostalgic joke.
We've gone to the University College London's Institute for Cognitive Neuroscience to speak to researchers to find out what happens in your brain while you're trying not to groan. Professor Scott and her team used brain scanners to find out what parts of the brain are reacting to the jokes and how partnering the joke or funny word with a laugh changes the brain's response.
This is sort of motor areas of the brain, and that's associated, we think, with the kind of the contagion effect. If you compare people hearing a word plus laughter with hearing the word plus a kind of control sound, you get lots of activation.
Their research showed that hearing laughter with the joke means that it triggers a stronger response in the brain.
So you're not just laughing at a silly joke with a Christmas cracker, you are actually doing a lot of the really important work of making and maintaining the social bonds you have with those you love.
Stephen Lennon, BBC London.
OK, let's get the weather for Christmas Eve and the big day with Kate.
Good evening. It is going to remain largely cloudy overnight tonight. There is still a chance in the thicker cloud for 1 or 2 spots of light rain or drizzle, but most places staying dry. The breeze, it's been strengthening all day. It will continue overnight, coming from the east. By dawn, you'll notice it just starts to break the cloud up a little. Minimum temperature, 3 or 4 Celsius. So a chilly start to Christmas Eve. The breeze continues to strengthen. It's going to be quite a blustery day, but it shifts that cloud further west and breaks it up further. So some sunshine. Temperatures tomorrow, 6 or 7 Celsius. Factor in the wind, likely to feel a bit cooler. Now, Christmas Eve itself, if Father Christmas is watching, pretty good conditions for a sleigh ride. It's dry and it's clear, still a bit of a breeze, but it's cold. Temperatures down to 1 or 2 Celsius. Christmas Day, a chilly start, stays pretty windy on Christmas Day, but dry and sunny.
And that's it from me on the eve of Christmas Eve. Wherever you are and whatever you're doing, we wish you a happy and peaceful Christmas. Take care. Good night.